Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. Hopefully you are enjoying the sunshine and you've had a good week so far. Today we are going to look a little bit at the worksheet that I sent you yesterday, or on Tuesday, excuse me, and look a little bit at some of the language used to describe different locations. So this unit we've been talking about how you describe culture and holidays and things in your home country. And one thing that is pretty common that have to be able to talk about is how to describe the location or where your home country or city is. Or you might also have to describe where Kentucky is and where Lexington is. So today we're going to look a little bit at what that language is. So I'm going to share my screen here and take a look at this worksheet. So the worksheet that I gave you for homework looked like this. It started with the map, and then it looked at some questions about your home country, and then some reading. So first I want to look up here. So this first part is talking about the English words for some countries and some bodies of water and some areas. So this is something that I'm sure you already know in your first language, and this is just to double check and make sure we understand what we're talking about with some of the vocabulary that are places in English. So let's take a look at how we describe some locations. So the first thing that I want us to look at is this map. So this map has the continents as well as the oceans. So when I was growing up, I learned there are 7 continents and 4 oceans, but that is not correct. I think maybe you learned it differently. There are 5 oceans. So the 7 continents, we have North America. So if you are unfamiliar with this, repeat after me. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Antarctica. Good. Good. So no one is from Antarctica, so we don't have to worry about that. But when you are describing your home country, a lot of times people may have an idea, but if it's somewhere, especially if you live here along the border of Europe and Asia, some people might not know if your home country is in Europe or in Asia. And so what we use when we talk about the continent that our country is located in, we use the word in. So we would say the United States is in North America. Or we would say that Brazil is in South America. Or Congo is in Africa. So if you're talking about the continent, the country is in that continent. Mexico is in North America. Now, one difference that we have is this area right here, from Mexico to Ecuador. Or Colombia, excuse me, I think. So from the top of South America to the bottom of Mexico, we call this Central America. Central America. So this area in here that's between North America and South America is called Central America. So it's not a continent, it's just a part of North America, but central means in the middle. So this area in the middle of the Americas is called Central America. So countries like Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, all of those are in Central America. So you're going to use this word in. The United States is in North America. So how would you describe your home country? What continent would you say? So you would say it is in and the continent. Let's look at some examples. What about India? How would you say it in a full sentence? India is in Asia. And we have, what about France? France is in Europe. What about Chile? What full sentence can you make talking about Chile? Good. Chile is in South America. What about Zimbabwe? Good. Zimbabwe is in Africa. Now, Australia is a little bit different because Australia is its own country, and then we would call these other islands Oceania. So Australia is a little bit different. What about China? What full sentence would you make about China? Good. China is in Asia. What about Saudi Arabia? Right here. Good. Saudi Arabia is in Asia. What about Canada? Good. Canada is in North America. Perfect. What about El Salvador? Good. El Salvador, you can either say El Salvador is in North America, but more specific would be El Salvador is in Central America. Good. Good. So when you're describing your home country, you're going to say it's in the continent. So Congo is in Africa. Japan is in Asia. Bulgaria is in Europe. Good. Good. I also want to review a little bit of the directions. So we call these the 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with those. Sometimes it helps just to review them because you're associating the different words, so you know them in your first language and just practicing them in your second. Something I do want to talk a little bit about is the in-between direction. So in between north and east is northeast. So north comes first. Just like in between north and west, the north also comes first. Then when we go toward between south and east, south comes first. It's southeast. Between south and west is southwest. So north and south are always going to come first. This may also be true in your first language, but some languages will switch it, or some languages have different words for it. So practicing that, making sure we remember north and south are always going to come first, and then east and west. So between north and east, northeast. Between south and west, southwest. Good. Now when we describe things, if we are using these directions, we will say that things are southwest of another location. So let's look at a map of Kentucky. So here is Kentucky. Not worry about that. If we say, so if we're looking at Lexington and Frankfort, we could describe them. We could say Lexington is southeast of Frankfort. So Lexington is southeast. So if you're in Frankfort, you would travel southeast to get to Lexington. So if you're in Frankfort, you travel southeast to get to Lexington. So it is in the southeast direction of Frankfort. Let's look at another example. If we look at Lexington and Covington. Lexington and Covington. Here we would say Lexington is what direction? Good. South of Covington. So Covington is here, and we just go south to get to Lexington. So if you're looking at the map, Covington and Lexington is below it. It is south of Covington. Okay. Now let's look at Louisville and Lexington. Louisville and Lexington. We can say Lexington is what of Louisville? Good. Lexington is east of Louisville. And if we want to switch that, we can say Louisville is what of Lexington? Good. Louisville is west of Lexington. Good. So Lexington is east of Louisville, and Louisville is west of Lexington. Okay. So that of means that in relation to this second one, so whatever second city, second state, you would travel in this direction to get to the first one. So if you are in Louisville, you're going to travel east to get to Lexington. If you're in Lexington, you're going to travel west to get to Louisville. Okay. Take a second, look at this map. Look at this map, and I want you to write 3 more examples using this formula. So you can talk about Hopkinsville or Madisonville or Owensboro. But tell me 3 more examples using is direction of. So is southeast of, is south of. So choose any two cities and give me 3 examples of is blank of those cities. I'm going to give you a minute to work on that. All right, we're going to move on. If you need some more time, which that was not very long, so you might need some time, pause the video and take some time and write those 3 sentences to practice is east of, is west of, is north of. So 3 sentences. Pause the video, write those 3 sentences. All right, good. Now, the next and last thing I want us to talk about, is another use of the directions, but a more specific one. So in our vocabulary, we have the vocabulary bordered by. So something is bordered by. When we talk about the United States, we say the United States is bordered by Canada and Mexico. We can say the United States is bordered by the Pacific Ocean because it's along the border. It's right next to it. We can be even more specific by talking about the direction. So we can say it is bordered to the north, to the south by. So if we look at Kentucky, If we look at Kentucky, we can say Kentucky is bordered to the north by what? What states is Kentucky bordered to the north by? Good. Kentucky is bordered to the north by Ohio, Indiana, ooh, there we go, and Illinois. Ooh, Illinois. Good. So Kentucky is bordered, so it's right next to the north by Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. So they are all along the northern border of Kentucky. We can also say Kentucky is bordered to the south by, what state is Kentucky bordered to the south by? Good, Tennessee, by Tennessee. So it's bordered to the north by Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, and it's bordered to the south by Tennessee. Good, and then we have Kentucky is bordered to the east by, so we look over here on the east, by West Virginia and Virginia. And then last, Kentucky is bordered to the west by, and it's sort of hard to see on this map, but this western is Missouri. O-U-R-I. Bordered to the west by Missouri. So I want you to think to yourself, what countries is your home country bordered by? So if we think about America, the United States is bordered to the north by what country? By Canada. So the United States is bordered to the north by Canada. Then what about the south? The United States is bordered to the south by what country? By Mexico. We have the United States is bordered to the east. What is on the eastern? What is the United States is bordered on the east by what? Good. By the Atlantic Ocean. So if we go back up to this map, so the eastern part of the United States is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, or you can say the North Atlantic Ocean. Both are okay. Usually we just say the Atlantic Ocean, but if you're from down here in Africa, that's the South Atlantic Ocean. So you might want to say the North Atlantic Ocean. That is up to you. But the United States is bordered on the east by the Atlantic Ocean. Then, what about the west? What about the west? Good, we can say the United States is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean. By the Pacific Ocean. Good. Good. So the United States is bordered on the north by Canada. The United States is bordered on the south by Mexico. The United States is bordered on the east by the Atlantic Ocean. And the United States is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean. By the Atlantic Ocean. Good. Good. So repeat after me. The United States is bordered to the north by Canada. The United States is bordered to the south by Mexico. The United States is bordered to the east by the Atlantic Ocean. And the United States is bordered on the west, to the west, so sorry, bordered to the west by the Pacific Ocean. Good. Good. So, all of this is going to be in the video. If you need to go back and look through anything, you always can do that. So let's take a look one more time at your homework so that you know exactly what you're expected to do. So on this first part, you're just going to put the correct place, whether it's a city, not a city, whether it's a country or a body of water or an area in the correct box. Here, I want you to try using a full sentence. So it says, what countries is your home country bordered by? So you can say it is bordered by, and tell me the countries. Then we have what is to the north. Here you can say that you can talk about the countries that are to the north of your country or that border your country. Or you can say my country is bordered to the north by, and those countries. The same with this second one. What is to the east? Is it bordered by any bodies of water? So this can be an ocean, this can be a river, this can be a lake, it can be any body of water. Sometimes it is a sea. So if you live, there might be the Caribbean Sea is a smaller than an ocean or a gulf. So whatever bodies of water are bordering your home country. And then what continent? So remember, we use in. It is in Asia. It is in Africa. It is in North America. Good. And then the last one, you're going to read the description. So I've given you a description. It tells you what continent it is in, and then what are some of the bordering. And just circle which of the countries I am describing. So you can look at a map and read the description and figure out which country it is that I am describing. All right, that is your homework. Just this page. When you have finished it, please take a picture of it. And during the class, those 3 sentences you wrote and any other notes you took during class, if you could also send those, take a picture, send it to me on Remind so that I can give you credit for doing your work. And when you are finished with this worksheet, take a picture of it and send it to me. All right, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am always available on Remind. You can just send them to me. And if you need anything, please just let me know. All right, guys, have a good day. I will be sending an update about when our classes will start again and what the schedule is going to look like. In the next week, I will send you that. But for now, just worry about the location vocabulary. And if you need anything, please let me know. All right, have a good day, guys.